my name's Campbell, and I'm an artist and an author of a lot of art books. And this series that I'm running is highlighting my favorite art books. I have tons and tons, and this is one you need to know of, and so is this artist. Danielle Donaldson has a few super awesome art books on the market. I did a workshop with her about 5 years ago. Her watercolor techniques they're just so cool. Her girls are super quirky, and her creative exercises that she teaches are really, really unique, and you have to know about them. So I'm gonna be showing you a flip through today, and then I'm gonna be doing a fun exercise. And I have a mixed media one, which will be on this channel, and then I'm doing another drawing activity from her book over on my drawing channel. I'm doing the same series on my drawing channel, but just highlighting drawing books. But this one, she has exercises in both because she also illustrates. So let's do the flip through first, and then we're gonna do a project. I'm so excited to share Danielle Donaldson, awesome mixed media artist, with you. All right, let's get the flip through going. So, what I love about Danielle Donaldson is that her touch is so light. It's like light and airy and whimsical and loose, and I am obsessed. I also love drawing furniture, and she does too, which I think is so fun. She does beautifully rendered trees. Her style is undeniable, and I want to be her when I grow up. So here's a section on supplies and preparation. And the first project is already so fun. It's making these like decorative stash stations, like from plain boring folders, and she has all these cute little ways to like zazz them up. She's adorable little illustration activities. This I love, love, love. Hold on, I skipped a page. This is a great little mirroring drawing activity to kind of flex and stretch your brain. Oh, love, love, love. Yeah, this creative challenges page, this page is 3-4 pages of them. This is genius. This is how to like break through any of your creative blocks with a friend. And they're like little challenges you can send to one another. I don't want to give all of them away because I don't want to infringe on copyright or step on Danielle's toes. But seriously, this book is so good. And these challenges are an ingenious idea. She also uses a lot of thread and sewing and mixed media elements to her adorable watercolors. So I'm in love with all of it. Another part of her distinct style that I am obsessed with, that I have a really hard time doing myself, is keeping little bits of the white of the paper showing. Like, that bugs me, but it's what makes her style so awesome. See how she does that very purposefully, doesn't cover in every last spot. Oh, it's like, it looks so good, and I just struggle. So these are some really fun watercolor exercises that she leads you through. This, when I was doing her in-person workshop, she did this one with us. She talks a lot about making mud, never cleaning your palette, and actually using the kind of dirty off tones that you get when your colors mix on your palette to create beautiful art. She teaches you how to make multiple patterns. Here's a really fun mixed media exercise. Here's another one with layering. She teaches her like wet and wet techniques, plus little doodle buggies on top of them. Making just these little limited palette scraps, and how to, she like has a key ring and will make all these little swatches, and then she stores them all cute. It's just, the creativeness is crazy town. How to make your own little stencil, and then how to use that to make a really fun project. And again, this is only like a 2-step project and a 4-step project, which is basically making backgrounds for a rainy day that you can use later on. How to make confetti. There's sewing strips. Working with white. This is the little exercise I'm going to do today. This is the exercise I'm going to do on my drawing channel, which is so cute. This little bit here. I love this exercise too. Random opportunities to doodle, like taking your watercolor spritz and sprays and then turning them into a doodle work of art. She has this really cool, she kind of builds on her projects in the book too. So this project started in chapter 3, and then she uses it then to create a different project going forward. So I love how she builds upon her different exercises. Oh yeah, storytelling in word jars. See, oh my gosh, and her furniture. Love, love, love. Again, she has more than one book too. And I love this. She talked about this in our workshop too, which is she cuts up little words out of books, and then she has them kind of at the ready to like put on her mixed media pieces. Like, shut the front door. That's so creative and so cool. Here's sewing, little sewing. This is making your own timeline with doodles and mixed media layering pieces, and I can't even stand how creative this is. Her creative girls are undeniable. Love, love, love. Just make sure if you're creating anything from her that you give her credit. She is a stickler about that, and rightfully so. Look at all this this is her little tutu girls. So cute. Just adorable. And again, this is kind of a tutu girl mixed media style. Love it. And this is a little swap she did with her friend, and she talks about that process and how they both, had to overcome like the working with each other's style and how to make it their own. Super interesting. I love this too. This whole page is different ways to get out of a hot mess situation. So she calls it hot mess solutions, which I think is very helpful. And then again, she's adding on again to a project that she did previously in the book. And again, and a third time, and a fourth time. So you really get to see these different ideas come to fruition. They're just a really cool collection of very awesome and very one-of-a-kind projects. So really, really cool project. Cool book, and lots of cool projects in here. So that's the flip through. And now on to the art. I'm watching you. Next time you bite me, you're kicked out. All right, this technique I actually learned from Danielle in her workshop, which is she does these, don't do it. She puts her watercolor paper on these little whiteboards, and then that way it makes like a perfect little frame when you peel the tape back. That also affixes it to your, don't bite me. Tippy is she's very possessive of my art table. Don't do it. Oh, I have to move her. She's gonna attack me. She's done it like 3 times already. Look at her. This is my art space. This isn't yours. All right, I have to go get her off so I don't get attacked in the making of this project. You're very naughty. Don't swipe at me. All right, so I had to kick my cat out because she was trying to kill me. So messed up. Now she'll be hounding me out the door to come in. That's what you get for rescuing animals. They turn out to be so mean. It's not nice. I'm using a hot press paper because it's nice and smooth, and I like to draw on nice smooth paper. All right, so we have our lovely little square here. I have a gazillion Daniel Smith watercolors. They're my absolute favorite. So I just have this little baby travel palette. I actually have the how to make a travel palette like this on this channel. This is a little Bob Ross tin that somebody had gifted me. So I'm just gonna be using the colors that are in there. I'm gonna try to be, it's gonna be difficult, but I'm gonna try to leave some of the white of the paper. I think I'm just gonna do, another thing I struggle with is that she just is so like light-handed. All of her colors are super washed out, and I'm really heavy-handed, like super duper heavy-handed. So I'm gonna try to be Danielle cool today and not be a super spaz. Get some water over here. Sorry, I'll scoot my setup over here. And I could also make my background. I'm going to be very Danielle. All right, so I'm going to try to leave areas of the paper white. I'm going to try really hard. I'm going to add a little bit of a phthalo turquoise. Oops, I really should have turned my ringer off. That would have been good. Oh, see how not light-handed I am? Case in point. All right, let's try to just do water then. I'm a heavy-handed watercolorist. I just am. I cannot help myself. So I'm just gonna make a cool background. I'm gonna try to make it really pastel-y. That's how the cool kids do it. Even though I'm not cool. Though it kills me a little bit because I really do want to like be really heavy-handed. But Danielle says no. And I direct quote from her book. White of the paper is your BFF. So you should have little pieces winking through. So I'm winking. See my winking. Add some darker blue. Now I could take a paper towel and like lift it and get it and make it really pastel. Maybe Danielle approved, but I'm not gonna. All right, so what I do need to do though is I wanna put some trees on top. And so this can't be really wet because if I added more watercolor in while it was wet, it would just all dilute and it would blend. So I'm gonna shoot it with my hairdryer. So. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, just takes a second. Now, let's get a good outline going. I don't even know where my phone is. It's dinging, it's ringing. I don't even know where it is in here. Ooh, I got all new Pentel pocket brush. This is a Pentel graph gear pencil, sorry. Pentel makes all my favorite drawing supplies. I have this really strong, I was gonna say premonition, that's the wrong word. I really wanted to make kind of wonky trees. So I thought maybe drawing with my left hand would be fun and also kind of dumb because I think if I think about it, I actually have to watercolor this in. Oh, that's so fun. But see how like you can't even be neat if you want to, which I kind of like. Even go over it again. Drawing with your non-dominant hand is a very funny exercise. Which if you've never tried it, try it at least once. It's hilarious. All right, we're gonna make this one be behind that one. It looks like a corn dog. That's my corn dog tree. And then, yeah, maybe there's one in the corner over here. Oh, I thought that was like an original idea, and then I looked and I'm like, oh, that's literally what she has done also. I don't know, I must have looked at it subconsciously. And, oh! All right, I'll make this one like a triangle shape that goes off the page. Or that's just wonky. And then maybe we'll just all have trees. This one will be behind that one. And I'll make it really tall. and skinny. It'll do like that. And we need something, maybe there's like a little person down here. I don't know. But all I know is I'm having fun right now, and that counts for something, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, what's another cool shape? We have our corn dog, apple, our lollipop, and our mangled Christmas tree. I know we need one more. You can't have an even number. It just looks stupid. And I'll do this one. I'll make this one have a also. It'll be way in the back and it'll be a triangle. Okay, and then like a little baby one over here. This will be another circle. Goes off the page. Boom! I don't know why I did that with my left hand. Do I need to know why I did that with my left hand? All right, so I'm just gonna make whatever the colors they are in my palette. So this one is sap. And I'm gonna try to like keep some of the white on the paper. Be a good girl. Oh, I like how the green looks over it. That looks so cute. I'm gonna make the big tree over here. Zoop. Oh, see, I didn't leave the pockets. I'm the worst. I should have left some like naked parts in the middle. Darn it. And, ooh, I want to make like a purple one. Imperial purple is a really cool color because it's kind of like has pink and greens in it. Pink and greens. It has pink and purples in it in the same kind of color. So that can be purple. And then let's go to, oh, I have a little pink one. This is Rose of Ultramarine, which can be, let's say this one. Again, who's the heavy-handiest? That would be me. That's me. I'm going to keep that little peekaboo hole. Can put some in the purple over here too. I have so much on my. And then let's see. Oh, I have like a green gold. Put that in the background. I'm trying not to let my greens interact with my pinks and purples because they're opposite on the color wheels. So it'll get kind of muddy. Do this one. See, it's so pretty when it's all light. God forbid I have a light touch somewhere though. Jeez. And then for the stems, ooh, let's see. I have, what is this? Quin Gold. Zoop, 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 and zoop. Lots of zooping. Okay, so what I'll do is I will dry this with my hair dryer and not record it because that's annoying. And then we'll go and do her outlining with the white and see what effect that looks like. All right, so next her step is to just simply outline, but in different thicknesses, which I think is interesting. So I have a bunch of different paint pens in different, you know, widths and whatnot. Oh gosh. And if they're drying out, toss these suckers to the curb. So this one is only coming out when I like push down on it. So let's try another one. I use these so much. So they're really well worn out. Let's just put it that way. So let's see if we're going. Now I wish I had not done the outline in the pencil because I kind of want to outline like the just the paint wiggles, if you will. So she says just specifically do different widths. So that's what I'm doing. So this one will be kind of big. I guess I can just go over this because that other tree's in the background. You can even do this with like a brush, some acrylic paint as well. Oh, it's cute already. I haven't even done much. So my poor pens are suffering. So I'll just keep going. Oh my gosh, who does not love a white paint pen? I swear, they're the most, ew, except that's all dirty and gross. As I say that, Pit pens also, but this one is also kind of drying up. All right, Posca, you're up next. Don't let me down. Shoot a thin one around this one. I have come armed with multiple kinds. This is like not working. Come on, Posca. The part of the problem is that the liquid from the markers also reactivates the watercolor. So part of the struggle that you're seeing is seeing that. But never fear, I have other ways of adding a white, thank you. You know, my husband is not anything to do with art. He struggles to know what to get me because I have all of the things art related. However, he knocked it out of the park this Christmas 2021, because he got me this magical opaque white from Copics, and it's like a nail polish applicator. So as my paint pens right now are failing me, this little white nail polish is coming to the rescue, and it is fabulous because it really is opaque. Now I have another jar of opaque white by Copics that is not as magical. It's really, really thick, and this one, as you can see, is really thin. So it's covering awesome. It's thin so I can apply it like a paint is where I was going with that. The other product that I have is so thick you can barely move it. I'd have to add like I wouldn't add water, but maybe add some like matte medium to kind of juice it up a little bit. But this is doing the job. This is doing the trick. And Danielle also does an awesome job of teaching, talking about visual interest. So when she teaches how to do illustrations, she has a big emphasis on like going over and making lines, going back and redoing your lines to make different line weights on purpose, because it like catches the visual interest of the viewer. She taught me a lot of things on that workshop that I have not forgotten. So I'll tell you what that means in 1 second after I finish outlining my magical trees. I have a thin line back here because it's a little thin baby tree. Boop. Oh, and this one didn't get done. And then the real magic too is when you peel the tape up, right? And then you see those like nice crisp details. So another thing I'm having the urge to do, and I think you could do this in either the pencil or, I have so many pencils up. You could do this in the pencil or you could do it in the white too, which would be to just actually make little pencil designs in here. I just have this urge to do some squiggles. I feel like you should always listen to your squiggle urges. And another thing that Danielle does that I super love and often forget to do is to make splashes. So if we peel the tape up, which is always super satisfying because it leaves this gorgeous frame effect. Which is like a cute thing in and of itself, is she's really good about doing a lot of splashes over everything. Like she really goes to town and they're so artfully done. And again, it's one of her little signature styles that she's graciously enough teaching her idiot students like me. And then she just makes these like adorable little pieces of art. So yes, thank you, Danielle Donaldson, for this wonderful, cute, creative little exercise. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I could go back with my pencil if I wanted to, but it's actually cute as a button just like this. This would be an adorable card to send to somebody. I would totally, or, so I would like put the message on the back, or you could mount it. You can make a larger background on a larger sheet of watercolor paper and affix this on top. That would be super cute as well. So thank you, Danielle, for spending your afternoon inspiring us, and everybody go check out our book. I hope you enjoyed this series, and I have more coming. If you want to go see all those drawing exercises and the drawing books I'm highlighting, you can go check out Campbell Draws, my other channel, and I'll see you guys soon for another one. Bye.